Hello, welcome back and hello to everyone new. Today we're at the Hawa Mahal. First time being actually like in the Pink City seeing this kind of stuff, so super excited. Today we plan on taking you inside. We're going to show you everything that the Hawa Mahal has. Hopefully some bazaars around the place, more tasty food. That's always my favorite part, traditional food. But first we're going to start with the Tattoo Cafe. It's right across the street. You can see it has nice elevated views down to the street. So we're gonna grab some food here, breakfast, and then head on over. We're gonna take you through everything. So hopefully you enjoy the ride. So like I said, food first always. Time for breakfast. You can see Pooja getting her, what did you order?
It's the iced Americano with...
Iced Americano with condensed milk. Chocolate shake, right here. And then we got a smoothie bowl. Nice light little breakfast before we go and do some street food shopping. So it does look really nice. This place, there's another restaurant right there. Windview Cafe. This is the tattoo parlor, the Tattoo Cafe and Lounge is the official name, right across the street. But I think both cafes are pretty much the same. The menu here is decent. It's a little bit expensive, I would say, but you're paying for the view right outside. You can't really see the Hawa Mahal. It's overexposed in the background. It's really bright today, so. But we're gonna eat, then we'll go. But first, let's hear Pooja's first impression of this place.
I am a bit disappointed. I thought the palace would be a bit bigger, and it looks a bit weak for me.
Weak, like not strong. It hasn't been hitting the
It
gym.
looks like a poster.
Wow, wow.
And the width height is small, but I still love the palace for its details,
All the
the
windows.
architecture, all the windows. But I thought it would be so much bigger.
So there's 953 windows. Speaking about windows, and it was designed to allow for like the royal women of that time to engage with what's going on down in the streets, so they could see in the streets without being seen by the public, because they were supposed to hide away from the public, I guess. But when it comes to the height, I think it's only like 50 feet tall, so it is a little bit on the short side. Surprisingly, in the pictures it looks massive. This really tall,
Yeah.
huge thing. You know, like when you're reading online, looking online. So it is a little bit smaller, but we're gonna go inside, and then I think you'll see like the actual entire palace. This is the back side of the palace, actually. So this is just the back side that faces the street, and like I said, so they could see everything down in the public. So we'll see if we'll ask her later on for her second impressions and see what she thinks of the palace after we do it.
Don't mind me doing my braid. It's really hot. I'm freaking out.
My first impression of this place is we got here like 7:30, so before like all the hustle and bustle, and there was a lot of people sleeping on the street. There was a lot of homeless people, which I didn't
Oh yeah.
really.
It was.
That was kind of sad. I didn't like that, and it was kind of dirty, and like a lot of places smell like pee, to be honest.
Stinky.
So yeah, so.
Not even dirty.
But later on, as the morning went on, I think people got up and they started cleaning and sweeping and everything. So hopefully when we go back down, shops will be open, everything will be nice, maybe a little bit cleaner. But that was my first impression. First impression of the Mahal. Hawa Mahal is really, I like it. It's nice, but it is on the shorter side, like she said. But it's more of the surrounding areas for me, which were a little bit sad. So my first impression.
I mean, I thought, you know how palaces are big, you know, large, massive. That is what I was thinking. Probably because it's the backside as well, so it's not as big. Maybe it could be, you know, really big inside the palace.
The overall premises is big, but yeah. So that's what we got.
How's it, sir? Everything is good?
Everything is great. Thank you so much. The food is good. Thank you. They came to ask about all of our food, so. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, but the one other thing I wanted to say is like this is also part of like a UNESCO heritage site. So that was to see kind of the condition of the outside area and stuff. That was a little bit disheartening for me, but I think all of Jaipur, like the Pink City, is the heritage site, not just this specific palace. So, all right, now we're gonna eat, grub time, and let's see if you can see the palace in the background. There it is. your ticket, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
फॉरेनर
नेपाली भैया
नेपाली
तो आप इंडियन हो ना?
नहीं भैया
हिंदी तो बोलते हैं.
आता है?
हाँ, पर डिस्काउंट नहीं दिया ना.
आईडी नहीं?
नहीं भैया मैं स्टूडेंट नहीं हूँ.
नेपाली.
नेपाली है.
नेपाली आईडी तो होगी.
हाँ हो गए.
भैया
नहीं दिया?
फिर भी नहीं दिया वो भाइयों ने नहीं दिया. छोटा भैया ने नहीं दिया.
नो प्रॉब्लम.
और भैया प्रॉब्लम है.
Say Dinsaki, ask him Dinsaki.
मैंने तो आपसे कहा, पूछा आपसे क्या आप इंडियन हो? पूछा ना? फिर अब उन्होंने नहीं दिया. ये क्या प्राइवेट मूवमेंट कर दिया.
अच्छा
टिकट विंडो प्राइवेट में दे.
अच्छा.
अब वो दे तो दे दे, नहीं दे तो नहीं दे. हमारे अंडर में होती तो हम पूछ के देते.
ठीक है भैया.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She's not very happy, huh? So this is the first courtyard. Right as you go through the gate, you come to this area and it's the Sharad Mandir. The first level of Hawa Mahal is called that. And there's a nice pond area designed to cool the entire building. And then we're just right on the back side of the area that we showed you earlier. So, bunch of people in here. And I've already learned that there's a nice cafe in here. Not a nice cafe, a decent cafe in here. And it is like a million times cheaper than what we just paid. The Tattoo Cafe Parlor, or whatever it's called, was like 700 rupees for those three things, and it was expensive. Here it's super cheap. It's on the inside, 50, 60 rupees. You can get a sandwich, coffee, stuff like that. So skip those places if you don't need to see that kind of elevated view, and just eat in here. But we came in and we paid 200 rupees for our 202 to be exact. For foreigners, I had to pay 202. Pooja didn't get the Nepali discount, 202.
I fought for my life there in the ticket window, but the kids were not willing to give. And they said, why don't you talk to the head? And the head came and then he started screaming at me, and I was like, then if you come to Nepal, I'm not gonna give you an Indian price then.
Nepal gives a lot of Indian discounts for Indian nationals and everything, so.
On my Instagram saying that no discount will be given to Indian citizens because no Nepali citizens get discounts in India, and you pay a foreigner price, which is not fair. Because in Nepal we have
Just the
a
push.
different price for SAARC countries, right? So I think this is not fair. It's not cool. I did not enjoy that. So this is my rant for now.
For now, I'm sure another Pooja rant will come, so. But we're, like I said, we're on the first floor here, and big courtyard, and there's a couple of little areas off to the side. You can see the entire area. So this actually points to the main street. There's some little windows that you can kind of creep on people on the outside, and then smaller sections off to the side that you can go in and see. There's a couple of really nice doors in there, and then there's another puppet show like we saw the other day at Albert Hall. But the disappointing part is the one Indian kid came up to me, asked me where I'm from. I've gotten asked 6 times today already. But he's like, you wasted your money. There's absolutely nothing to see here. So that's a little disheartening. We'll see as we go up the 5 stories here as we go further and further up. So hopefully there's a little bit more. Nonetheless, it's architecture is nice. Nice place to take photos. Everyone's here photos.
I think Jaipur is a very Instagrammable place. Very nice colors in the building. Very nice details in the buildings. The doors. They integrate details. It's just crazy. It's nice. But let's see how it goes. Like Aiden says.
the detail is really nice, like in all the pillars, columns. The doors are probably my favorite part of everything that you see here. So we'll show you some more as we go up and up and up. There's 4 more stories, and then from the top you can kind of see. But I was surprised to see the inside is completely this yellow color, while the outside is that pink. You know, India's pink city and everything. All the buildings outside, all pink, and here it's this yellow color you can see behind us. So let's go explore the rest of Hawa Mahal, Palace of Wind, as what they also call it. second floor of the Hawa Mahal, Narottama Mandir, and it has all these super nice windows, colorful windows that scatters like the sunlight down over the ground below. It's really nice. So it's like the entire length of this hallway here. You can see it goes all the way back to that side, and then you got the windows, colorful windows overlooking the street. And this is that first part that we saw earlier, looking at the actual backside of the Hawa Mahal. But the windows are small, big, they scatter, you can see. So during the day, if it during the perfect time, I'm sure you can see like the lights scattering all across the floor here. It'd be really nice to see. There's only a little bit of rays right now. Let's see if we can find some good ones. Here's some better ones that you can see. So you can see like all the lights down in here. Super pretty. And then it's definitely way cooler in here. I understand why they call it Hawa Mahal. Like how they designed this building and everything really facilitates the wind flow. So Hawa means wind in Hindi and in Nepali. So it's definitely much cooler in there. The wind actually like blows all the way through, cools it down. So I understand why that would be like a seating area for the royal women and for them to look over the streets and everything. And then of course you have all these other little windows here that you can see out over the street. So if you're in this little courtyard here, if you're in the courtyard, you could see down below. And then there's some other windows here as well that you could see. So really neat place. We're only on the second floor. Got to keep going up to get the better view. We're going out to the third floor now. In the entire Hawa Mahal, there's no stairs, so it's all these little ramps. And they get smaller and smaller as you go up. My head is almost on touching the ceiling now. But it's all these little ramps all the way up. I don't know if I'm gonna fit once we get to the top. Luckily, Pooja's bite size.
Stairs, though. No, we want to climb stairs or the ramps. I think the ramps are
the ramps, I guess. It's to facilitate movement way back in the day, because all these royal women wore heavy outfits, and I guess to carry supplies from one floor to the other. So now we're on the third floor. So this is the third floor. There's no signboard for the name of this place, so I'll have to write it in later. It'll be right here. But this is the third floor, and I think this was the Maharaja's like study room. So it's much smaller than the first and second floor that you can see. It's only maybe 30 by 40 feet. And then just one single room. It's much simpler than the other places, but I'm really jealous. There's like railings here, and I really want to climb over the side like everyone else on that side, but Pooja is a stickler for rules, and I should probably follow them as well. But everyone's climbing down over the side and going over there. Really nice area for photos and stuff, but unfortunately it's against the rules. But this third floor is just that small middle room and then two little courtyards like on each side. So we're on the other courtyard. But what I'm really surprised about is just how narrow this section of the building is. And it's only one room wide really, so it's maybe 20 feet wide, and that's kind of that's a Hawa Mahal right there. It's not very big. It's like the rest of the palace expands to the other side and back away. So
But it's still bigger than our hotel. So
I said this is a very small, simple study, and she's like, it's bigger than our hotel room. It's bigger than the area that we're staying. So, but you can see everyone is climbing over these railings here. So a little bit disappointed.
This is for everyone watching the video. Please respect the monument and property. Because later we're the ones who complain about how the property is not anything. It's because people like us vandalize the property, the monuments. So stick to the rules. Just don't do whatever you want, just like others.
That is a good point. And a lot of places fall on dismay. And we saw this like in Nepal a lot as well. We haven't seen it so much here in India just because we haven't gone to as many places. But like people just kind of go wherever they want, do whatever they want, and so it kind of gets vandalized and destroyed and ruins it for everyone else. You might get that perfect little photo or TikTok, but then everything else is so disappointing, frustrating. But what to do, Kathmandu?
We need to find something to rhyme with India now. You're not in Kathmandu anymore.
More. These areas are just getting smaller. My head is on the roof. So if you're above 6 foot, this is gonna definitely be pretty small for you. Except for right here, this opens up. So now we're on the 4th floor.
Oh, look, I can spy on people.
Pooja, you can, all these windows you can kind of look out. Spy on people down below. Usually so. We're now.
It was.
We're getting to the top here. What were you saying, Pooja? Gone.
It was a way for the kings to spy on their queens. What are they doing? Where are they?
It was for the queens to spy on the people down below. It's the 4th. Getting smaller and smaller as we go up here. See, this is all outdoor area here. Show you. We've made it to the last floor. We're on the 5th floor here up in a little lookout area. There's another one right over here, but there's so many people over there. I don't think we're gonna be able to fit or go up there. But we're on the same level as that anyways. There's not much better of a view. It's more centered, which is really nice. But I think this is the last little bit of Hawa Mahal here. And what did you think, Pooja?
I like it.
Worth the 200 rupees?
Maybe, I guess.
A lot of places online said that you don't even need to go in, no?
Yeah, they said it's okay from outside and inside it's just nothing. But I think we can admire the architecture, the details, it's really nice.
It's different inside. Granted, everything is kind of empty and stuff like that. All the rooms are empty, but it's a different perspective, nice view from up here. You can look down into the courtyard and everything. It's really nice. So I would say go once.
I mean, what do you want? You want to see the beds?
I want to see all their old furniture that they used to use. So
People, they climb over things they should be climbing. You think they're going to keep a bed inside? People are going to vandalize that stuff.
that's true. We've watched boys and a bunch of families just cry all over the railings. They've moved like closed doors, broken through closed doors.
They pretend like it's their house. So
They wouldn't treat their house like that. They wouldn't break all that stuff.
I mean, that's true.
So, Hawa Mahal, I would say, go for it. Go inside, do it one time. It's nice in here. Different perspective, different view of the city. You can see everywhere, and then the breeze, the wind coming in here is really nice. And then, yeah, it's just really nice area for photos. So, we've done it once now. I think we probably won't.
Do it again.
We probably won't come back in here per se, but there's a lot of other stuff around here. One thing I would recommend is it was 200 rupees to come in here, and then what's that place called? Jantar
Jantar Mantar.
Jantar Mantar is right behind this area, and it's like another 300 rupees to get in. The Albert Hall was 200 or 300? 300 I think for me.
Both of us was 300.
Both, so another 200. So if you are here on a short trip, get the composite ticket. It's like 1,000 rupees, and you can go to 6 or 7 different like heritage sites around Jaipur, and you'll save way more money doing it that way than instead of buying tickets. The reason we're doing it this way is because we're going to them very slowly. Composite tickets are only good for 2 days, so unfortunately we'll spend a little bit more, but we can do it at our own pace, so can't complain too much. Anything? Any last words?
Like, comment, share, save.
Save, bookmark, all of it. Hopefully you enjoyed Hawa Mahal as much as we did. That's it.